Let's go, let's go, let's go! Man, this is gonna be great. Let's get this going. Yo, ¿cómo están? This is supposed to be cool. I was hoping it'll be, I thought there was going to be covered with some water, so that would be pretty cool if it was. But this is also a pretty cool little exit from here. So guys, thank you for joining on my channel. This week, we are doing a long ride from Wimberley, Texas to San Antonio for San Antonio's 11th anniversary for L.A.M.A, Latin American Association, Motorcycle Association's chapter. And we're over here. This is it's going to be about 2.5 hour ride or so back to Caliente Harley. So I'm going to go over a bunch of topics throughout the time and just cut them up and do some edits and stuff. But this week's topic, it's going to be about women bikers. The reason why is because with L.A.M.A, Latin American Motorcycle Association, from this point forward, I'm not going to say that, it's too long for me to say. But a lot of people ask me and tell me, wait, there's women involved? Yes, the women are involved, and that's the cool thing about it. Like, I was not used to this, and I'll be the first one to admit, I mean, coming from the MC, women were not allowed to ride with us, be part of the club, be in the clubhouse for most of the time, only when invited or when we have events and the old ladies can come, or the wives, or the whatever you want to call the property, women with property patches, whatever you want to call them. But that's all I knew. And, you know, we see women riding around, but not that much. But looking back, an old census said that I think 19% of women ride bikes that actually are bikers. That's an increase of over 9%. And that was the last time I think I saw the report was in 2018. So, but in L.A.M.A, there's a statement that says on the websites, our women are members that accompany us on their own bikes. They ride extreme distances, which most bikers find way too far, and others find a challenge of endurance. Women are an important part of our association, thus have an equal role and voice. Because of this, they are awarded the designation, the Patch Damas de L.A.M.A. And hopefully I said that correctly and I remembered it. I kind of rehearsed it several times so I can say it and not mess it up. But yeah, our women have a patch that says Damas de L.A.M.A. They ride their own, and they ride and get an equal vote accordingly. They prospect, they hang around with us, prospect, probate, just like the men. And like I said, it was totally different, but it's actually been pretty cool. And there's other MCs out there, actually women MCs out in the United States, and there's organizations also for women. But the women in L.A.M.A play a vital role. Like, they hold different officer positions. The San Antonio chapter is actually, the president is a woman. She's actually the regional president as well. I think I'm going to have her come on the show so she can talk, because that's something I'm not used to. I have never really seen before, but I've been embracing it, and it's been pretty cool. And just like in this event that we are this weekend, there's over 300 people that showed up. I think 120 bikes riding on this ride, and I think over 20% are women. And I was talking to them, they come from different countries, different states, different cities, and the stories are unique. And it's pretty cool. Like, most of them, we had a handful that rode from Florida, Miami, all the way to San Antonio. And I see guys that can't even ride that far with the endurance. And the weather was not the best either. I think they hit some rain patches or so. So those are things that are pretty interesting that I saw. Like I said, one of the things I'm not used to, the voting. You know, the votes is a big thing, that we want to make sure that everybody has an equal voice in an organization. For the events, everybody's treated the same. When we ride, everybody rides in the same positions. Like an MC, in the head is going to be like your, president, sergeant at arms, VP, ex-road captain, whatever you want, a secretary. The same orders, same thing. We do the same thing in the association. We have our own bylaws, we have our own votes, we have our own chapters, and so on and so forth. And just talking to them is pretty cool with all the stories that they tell me. And we have them from all ages, from like 30-year-olds up all the way to 60, 70-year-olds. riding on twos or trikes. So that we have the men riding on trikes as well. So when people tell me, are women bikers? Yes, they are bikers. And not only that, but most of them ride their bike everywhere. Like as their main transportation, they have multiple bikes. Our president has her like 2 bikes or 3 bikes. So they pick and choose their bikes that they ride, and they try to ride a lot. So those were the things that I was, like I said, not used to. In the comment area, if you guys want to comment, do your wives or people ride the motorcycles? And interesting thing too is a lot of times, like here in L.A.M.A, for instance, my wife can get a vest with certain patches that match mine, but she does not get designated the patch of Dama de Llamas unless she rides her motorcycle. She has to probate, has to prospect as well. So one of the things is that there's women that are members and their husbands are just associates, or just non-riding members. So it's normally I'm remember the opposite, like the men are the riders, the women ride along in the back or follow in the cages. This is totally different. We have husbands that support their wives, that the husbands do not ride at all. Maybe they could have been injured, not into bikes, but they support their wives, and their wives are the main ones active in this organization. So that's what I really like about L.A.M.A. You don't have to be Latin. You don't have to be Hispanic. We have all shapes, colors, gender. I mean, only 2 genders in my opinion, men and women. And so this was a pretty cool thing. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think women belong on bikes or not. I think it's silly with a lot of the MCs. I always thought it was pretty interesting, don't get me wrong, but that's what I was used to. But looking back, the whole point, everybody has different points about joining motorcycle clubs or organizations. There's a lot of riding clubs. But this is something different and new that introduces me and opens my mind, and it was like astonishing. The things I have seen, the women I have talked to, where they've been, where they've traveled, they ride way more than I do. I mean, there's women with a 1,000-mile patches, like a line of them every year, and they're trying to beat those records of their own. And it's a competition for a lot of the ladies. And so that it's pretty exciting to see, because even for the events, our meetings, like women are welcomed, right? Like the wives are welcomed. But these are women that could be part of an organization, part of a club, part of an association. And it means a lot to me seeing the family atmosphere. Like I said, and I'll say it again, that was the main reason that I joined L.A.M.A. That not only am I able to bring my daughter, they even have a youth program. You can have your daughter, your son can have a little vest with their own patches, with the L.A.M.A. patches, and it's welcome to anybody and everybody. So now it becomes a family event that you don't have to be thinking you're taking time away from your family, wives included. There's a lot of women that enjoy riding, but then their husbands don't ride. They can do the same thing and introduce them to the group, go on to these luncheons, the meetings, have them meet up to events, show their passion. Passion for bikes is not just for men, it's for women also, right, and kids. There's tons of kids that love motorcycles, that enjoy watching their family, their mom, their dad work on the bike, and that's how they get started. So those are things that I introduce to my daughter. And then now because we're going to be going to Germany in the summer, and let me go relieve this guy really quick. I'm road captaining this event right now with a bunch of other guys, so we're just kind of holding traffic here, letting people pass by. But again, let me know what you guys think, and this is just a random rant, just because someone asked me in the comment section in the previous video about they saw a woman riding in the group. Yes, L.A.M.A. has women members, which is 100% accurate and what I love and I support 100%. And it's my brothers and sisters, not just my brothers, it's brothers and sisters in this group. Man, now I gotta try to catch up, and this car's gonna cut me off. Yeah, let me get around this car. But guys, let me know in the comment section. Like I said, I'm going to be talking. Let me make sure I can pass this guy. Yes, I can, in between the cars. And I'm going to come up with different topics throughout this ride. And just let me know what you guys think. Any questions, anything you want to ask me about llama, put them in the comment section. I'll make a video or something and do the best I can. I'm going to try to get Gria, our president from San Antonio, onto a podcast with me. And I'll try to bring other people and do better with these videos. Like I said, I'm just getting started again. So hit me up, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. That helps me out with the algorithms. Like I said, I'm starting brand new again. I've been away for over a year. I think I saw it was like 2 years. So there was no action. So YouTube kind of shuts down the algorithm for me. So I just want to wake it up a little bit. So please hit that like, comment, subscribe. Until the next one, much love and respect. Peace.